What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, fantastic afternoon, fantastic pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hassan Piker, and this is the HASAN broadcast going to you live from sunny California, Los Angeles, folks. We're live and alive, and I hope all the boys, girls, and MBs are having a fantastic one because today's going to be a beautiful day. Today's going to be a wonderful day. Today is News Day Tuesday. I'm live and alive, and I hope everyone is having a great one. This is the part of the broadcast where I tell you about my personal news, about what's going on in the world of Hassan and Piker in between the time period where I press the start streaming button and press the stop streaming button. And a lot has happened in the world of Hassan and Piker. In my personal world, in my real world, in my own personal experiences, what has happened? I do not know. Not really much. Not much at all. I ended the broadcast last night, and what did I do? Not really anything. I just watched a little bit of... I just hung out with my mom, watched a little bit of Arcane before I passed out, woke up early, had a bunch of calls that I had to take, played some basketball, balled my freaking face off. Now, of course, I balled my freaking face off because of my ball day. But one might say, Hassan, aren't you going to work out tonight? That's right, I will be with Dr. Mike Israetel. Don't be fucking half asleep this time. Bro, I'm not going to lie. I already am half asleep today. I'm tired. And I got like a good night's sleep and everything, but so much is always happening. Where are you in Arcane now? How are you enjoying it? It's fantastic. I'm on the first episode of season 2, and it's been incredible. Please give Arcane analysis and react. It's fantastic. I love it. Dr. Mike, the guy who partied during COVID. Not only is this not that Dr. Mike, but even if that was the case, like, what is this attitude that you have? Like, okay, yeah, he was a COVID violator. Okay, what should I do? Even if it was literally the handsome Dr. Mike, the other YouTube Dr. Mike. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, you're mad about this dude who did something wrong in fucking 2020. Like, give it up. It's been 4 fucking years, dude. What the fuck? Some of y'all are just saying shit. And I get it. I think some of y'all just say shit because you're like, well, this is something that reminds me of that person. You know, this is something that reminds me of this person. So I'm just going to bring it up. Will you turn Dr. Mike woke? Yes. Mike going to push you to exercise with failures? Exercise the failures, I guess. Probably. But it's not going to take much because I'm already tired. I'm literally tired before I do it. Chatters for the past month or so have been like, why is there no bro like Joe Rogan style content creator? And then chatters immediately showcase exactly why such a predicament only exists here. And even then they will be resistant to it. And it literally does not matter. There will be 11 hate threads about this tomorrow, about people being like, I'm done. I can no longer stand by and watch this man engage in body fascism with someone that I suspect of being a fascist. Every time you lifted a weight, if you picked it up and you put it down, it made me feel like you were throwing me aside. Of course, none of it fucking matters. I want you to be jacked. I want to be jacked. And I hope that you guys do get jacked. Is Elon jacked enough for you? Absolutely not. You don't want this. You don't want this happening to you. Well, I guess this is like an unlikely thing to happen to you, specifically because this is like a growth. You know what I mean? Like, that's just a growth. And I don't think that you will be able to get it. Gym bros are awful, though. No, just like every space. You can say that about gamers. You can say that about gym bros. Gym bros are diverse, and so are gamers. The problem is the representation of gym bros and gamers is kind of dog shit online. And, you know, I'm here to do something about it. So suck my dick. Just stop pretending like you are still in high school. Nobody's an archetype or a niche. The only people to make snap judgments about are crypto bros. Yeah, thank you. If we're going to be immediately casting aside an entire group of people, just, you know, save that anger to crypto bros, but nobody else. And especially not gym bros, because I'm a fucking gym bro. Wait, is this fucking real? There's no way this is real, right? Shut the fuck up. There's no way that's real. They are not doing a Hassan Piker lookalike contest. That will not be broadly attended, I suspect. I live in Chicago, and it's real from what I've seen. Could just be a joke, though. I mean, yeah, it's from HASAN Productions, so it's most likely not real. You watching Dandadan? Yeah, but I haven't caught up to it. I've had a lot of stuff going on off stream, as in sleeping. And I've been doing like a fucking media tear too. I've been doing a lot of media stuff. So, you know, there is just like a shit ton of that going on. Look at this unhinged ad I got served on Twitter. Due to the high demand of volunteer work in Israel, we've created Moms of Volunteers, a new initiative inviting you to join a 4 to 6 week volunteer program in Israel, turning your compassion into action. Is this a joke? Why the fuck would anybody want to volunteer in Israel? Hey guys, come volunteer in Israel. And then it's just like images of people getting shot by like resistance figures inside of Israel. Why would anybody go, oh man, yeah, that's definitely welcoming. There's obviously an avenue for volunteer work in Israel as well as anywhere else on the planet. But what is shocking to me is that you think this would be a successful way to sell the concept by being like, you could get killed at any given moment. Isn't that cool? The fuck? Yeah, send John Fetterman's bitch ass over there, dude. Let that ogre do the damn thing. What is this?
Celebration of all time.
The best celebration?
Yeah.
I quite like celebrating the Russian Revolution myself.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. October Revolution.
My God.
When working class people in Russia smashed the Tsars and the emergent capitalist system. That's the one I like.
What's the best football celebration of all time?
Wayne Rooney.
That's incredible, dude. What an unexpected banger. Yes, I like smashing the Tsars. Right, real uprising of a revolutionary sort. Football fans are multifaceted. Yeah, it's footy. Russian Revolution season was so underrated. The first one was when this video peaked. First guy so real. Bro had to clarify football celebration. Bro had to add football after the first guy. Multifaceted, right? It's how the footy fans are, yeah? You know it. I know it. We all fucking know it. Footy fans love, footy fans yearn for the October Revolution. They want it. They fucking want it, mate. Bavarian ministers and nobles convening after their king builds yet another lavish palace. We need to talk about Ludwig. What a fucking stupid meme, dude. No. That's crazy. 5K in 30 minutes, bro fell off. No, 5K in 30 minutes is fine. That's not that bad. You know, we all have a dud every now and then. In a sea of bangers, LeBron slander will not be tolerated. She will be re-educated. Yeah, I mean, we watched this yesterday, and I agree. LeGoat.
This is what happened when you say LeBron not the GOAT. Say LeBron the GOAT. Say LeBron the GOAT. All right, well, you go sit right here. You go stay right here. You're not moving till you say LeBron the GOAT. Say LeBron the GOAT. Say LeBron the GOAT. Yeah. All right, well, you go stay right here then.
Like yesterday, we saw that one girlfriend talk about like how her boyfriend is in love with LeBron and wants to have sex with LeBron and, you know, pouring honey on the goat. That type of shit. And it's really funny because it like now I've just been seeing clip compies from that girl nonstop. It's always fantastic because the clip compilations just showcase LeBron's greatness and all of his glory. So I love that. Charlie Kirk is now giving your uncle flowers.
They should have listened.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah. Pouring honey on another goat, Uncle Shaky Gerger.
Listen to the Young Turks. The Young Turks had it right. They should have went full economic populist. And they should have promised UBI, universal basic income. They should have went full anti-billionaire class.
Oh, and Social Security.
They should also said, you know what, Donald Trump is right on immigration, but these are the things wrong with it. They should have went full socialist nationalist, you know.
Bro went, they should have went full socialist nationalist, which is wild. Okay. On the one hand, he's recognizing that like left-wing economic sentiment is popular, but also simultaneously, he just said Nazi. Like the Democrats need to go full Nazi. That's a crazy fucking thing to just openly say. Yeah, he should have gone full socialist nationalist, you know? Or maybe some people might call that national socialist. Just a little national socialism. What's wrong? That's never been tried before.
Look,
sorry,
all you have to do is like look at Denmark. Denmark is a country. Their left-wing party has been in power forever. all they had to do is bite the bullet and say, okay, we're doing an immigration pause. Just pause immigration, and suddenly you can get away with so much more social democratic stuff.
Yeah, but here's
single payer, all of that.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, the one thing that was stopping Americans from doing socialism was the immigration. That's right. Any day now, we're gonna have bountiful social democracy. Any moment now, dude. It's slated to happen. Trust, dude. Trust. These people have fucking brainworms. I mean, they don't believe what they're saying either, honestly. The only part that is important about this commentary that I think holds weight is that they also recognize the dangers of left-wing economic populism. That's the only thing you should take seriously. They know how hard it is to go up against left-wing economic populism, a resounding message that hyper-focuses on people's material realities and addresses them and, personally has real actionable solutions that will make people's lives better. There is no counter to that from the Republican Party. But luckily enough for the Republican Party, they don't ever have to counter that because the Democrats are not interested in that whatsoever. It's bizarre as hell because Charlie Kirk's political instincts are cheeks. No, I think these guys understand that left-wing economic populism is resilient and strong and popular and would be a real fight that they would have to go up against. But Republicans are so lucky that they never have to fight against that. And then they can always fight on their own terms by constantly making a big fuss about hyper-specific, marginalized populations that have no fucking counter-messaging platform and no strategy to advocate for their humanity. It's fantastic. Democrats never give them something to fight against, because Democrats don't fight for anything. Like, on the simplest terms, if you don't want to think about the underlying material harm and what the Democrats must do to go against their own corporate benefactors to solve some of these systemic issues, if you don't want to talk about policy like that, think about it in the simplest terms possible. If the Democrats give something to the Republicans to fight against, if they push the boundary in a certain direction, Republicans are going to hyper-focus on that. If you do Medicare for all, they're going to go, oh, we don't want that. That's communism. That's socialism. That's bad. That's bad. Make them make that argument. Show them as the immoral, corporate-backed, parasitic monsters that they are. Just dangle it in front of them. Dangle anything in front of them, and they'll grab onto it. And in that process, they won't have any time to shit on trans people because now they're just hyper-focused on an actual actionable policy that they must undermine because they are slaves to the corporate benefactors. But Democrats don't do that because Democrats themselves are also reactionary. So they end up getting dominated by the Republicans over and over again. Didn't work for abortion, though. Is this really different? Brother, what are you talking about? The abortion issue is exactly what I'm talking about. The Republicans undermined civil liberties for Americans across the board. 50% of Americans lost their opportunity to be able to get this medical procedure done. They removed from entire chunks of the population, especially in red states, women's bodily autonomy, right? They took that away. And then liberals came up after that and tried to fundraise off of that. That's another example of the Republicans pushing the boundaries, pushing the political conversation, pushing people's understanding of American politics further and further into the right. Democrats played catch up in that situation. If they actually had a solution for it, they would have actively whipped the votes and instilled a moral panic towards abortion a long time ago. They would have utilized the bully pulpit and would have gotten enough assurances, and they would have turned around and they would have secured the people's right to get medical coverage. Davi on Theo's podcast again and talked about Trump. Oh yeah, this was fantastic conversation. I want to go on Theo Vaughn's podcast as well. I think it'd be a cool back and forth. I have heard some sussy shit from him a little bit, but I've heard some sussy shit from him, but overall I think it's good to speak to someone like that. I think he's overall very open-minded. You would not be beating the anti-Semite allegations if you went on that pod, brother. First of all, Gabor Mate's been on that podcast. Bernie Sanders and Gabor Mate. So that's crazy. Like, that is why it is such a wild situation that man went from talking to Gabor Mate to being like, yeah, I don't really understand. It means like left-wing Jews are controlling the media to do anti-white racism. I don't know. How the fuck do you do that? How do you, like, there is not any time lost in between that process. Like, that shit is kind of alarming.